All right, so when I say goat farm, what pops into your head? Probably something small, rustic, maybe a couple dozen animals running around, right? Well, I want you to take that image and just completely throw it out the window, because what we're looking at today is a blueprint for something else, something on a whole different level.
And this is the number that changes everything. 5,000. That's not a typo. That is the number of goats living at a single farm called Yuvan Agro. It's a scale that's just, honestly, it's hard to even wrap your head around in this industry, and it's the key to understanding their entire mission.
You know, the owner himself says it perfectly. He asks the simple question, what kind of goat farm have you usually seen? And then he just drops the hammer. No, here there are a full 5,000 goats. You can just feel the ambition in that statement, can't you? It's not just a number, it's a declaration of a whole new way of thinking.
And those 5,000 animals are just the beginning. I mean, look at the ecosystem built around them. You've got over 70 people on staff. The place itself is 100,000 square feet of custom-built sheds. They go through 3 tons of feed and 20,000 liters of purified water every single day. Oh, and they have 4 veterinarians who actually live on site. This isn't a farm. It's basically a meticulously planned, self-contained city for goats.
So you gotta ask, right? Why? Why go to all this trouble? Why build something this massive and this complex? Well, it turns out this entire incredible operation was born from a deep frustration with the old way of doing things.
Yeah, when the owner first tried to get into this business, he basically hit a brick wall. See, the entire market was controlled by these brokers and middlemen, and that made it almost impossible to find consistently healthy, high-quality goats. He quickly realized that to actually succeed, he couldn't just play the game. He had to invent a whole new one.
And when you put the two models side by side like this, the difference is just staggering. On one hand, you have the traditional way, totally dependent on brokers, super high risk for the farmers. And on the other, you have the Yuvan Agro model, building direct relationships, replacing inconsistent quality with hardcore genetic and health screening, and swapping out a high mortality, low-tech world for one that's driven by technology and low mortality. It's a complete 180.
Which brings us to the absolute heart of how they operate, something they call the 5-star philosophy. And it's actually shockingly simple. Taking exceptional care of everyone and everything on the farm isn't some extra expense. It is the business model.
And here, the owner says something that I think is just brilliant. He says, the reason we can raise such good animals so delicately is that our staff is happy, and so they have kept our animals happy. Think about that. A happy, supported team directly leads to healthy, well-cared-for animals. The two are completely linked. It's a chain reaction of well-being.
So what does 5-star care for a goat even look like? Well, for starters, they drink purified reverse osmosis water, which is probably cleaner than the water most of us drink. Their sheds are heated and insulated. They even brought in special imported brushes so the goats can have a good scratch whenever they want. And they've installed fly catches everywhere to keep them from getting stressed. I mean, come on, this isn't just animal welfare, it's practically animal luxury.
And that exact same thinking applies to the 70-plus people who work there. They get on-site housing, there's a full-service canteen that cooks them 3 meals a day, they're even provided with laundry facilities. The whole idea is to take care of all those little daily stresses so the team can be present and focused on providing the best possible care. A cared-for team provides better care. It's a perfect virtuous cycle.
Okay, so how in the world do you actually manage an operation of this size? Well, the answer is a really smart combination of custom technology, meticulous processes, and just clever design. This is where the whole thing really starts to feel less like a farm and more like a high-tech campus. Okay, check out their feeding process. They use this special piece of equipment called an AD machine. Now, why is that such a big deal? Well, let's say you need to mix 1 tiny kilogram of essential minerals into an entire ton of grain. This machine makes sure that it's distributed perfectly evenly. What that means is every single animal, every single day, gets the exact, precise nutrition it needs to thrive. No guesswork.
They've even engineered custom solutions for very specific problems. For example, they have a special area they call the Coda Factory. This section has individual, elevated cages built specifically for the Coda breed goats, which can be pretty large and aggressive. By separating them, they prevent injuries from fighting and can manage them much more effectively. It's a custom-built solution for a very real behavioral challenge.
And maybe the most impressive thing of all, they have a fully equipped hospital right there on site. With 4 resident doctors, there is always a vet on duty 24/7.
They can run blood tests, urine tests, you name it, right there in their own lab and get results immediately. That means they can catch and treat any issues instantly, which, as you can imagine, is absolutely critical when you're trying to keep a population of 5,000 animals healthy.
But here's the thing. The story of Yvonne Agro, it doesn't just stop at their front gate. The real goal here isn't just to build one successful business. It's to use that business as a launchpad to transform the entire agricultural community around them.
And that's where that number, 5,000, comes back into the picture, but with a totally new meaning. It's not about the number of goats anymore. Now, it represents the 5,000 farming families they want to partner with and empower. The plan is to share this blueprint, to scale their own success, to lift thousands of others out of that old broken system.
And this isn't just talk, they have a real plan. They're building a center of excellence to give other farmers practical, hands-on medical training. They're even launching a veterinary app to offer remote consultations for people who don't have a local vet. It's a complete end-to-end support system designed to help everyone win.
And the owner's mission statement really says it all. They want to help all the farmers in India who want to get into this line of work. This isn't about crushing the competition. It's about building a stronger, healthier community. They're offering a helping hand at every single step of the process. So all of this really leads us to one big question. What we're seeing here is a model that combines incredible scale with an almost obsessive focus on welfare, not just for animals, but for people too. It uses technology not just to be more efficient, but to create health and stability for an entire ecosystem. So you just have to ask, is this the new blueprint for agriculture?